Hello, this is Dr. Karen. Just recently, I recorded a short coaching session that was dealing with you looking at your resolutions that you had at the beginning of the year, your New Year's resolutions. It was called Revisit Your Resolutions. It was a short training, and I like to move into the second stage of that, which I call Overcoming the Fear of Success. There are so many of us that start with great things and stop. And I thought this was a wonderful place to share with you because it was something that I went through myself. The fear of success is real, and it could be the very reason why you're writing down resolutions and not being able to get to them. It's real to you. You can see it. You can dream it. And as soon as you start, you stop. Being a leader in a project or ambition puts you in the front of others, but mainly yourself. I like to share with you an article I wrote years ago that was really based on my own life. It was shared internationally. It was reblogged, posted on websites, and more. And it was kind of early in the stages of social media, so it wasn't out there that much then. It has been now. I received comments from as far as India. When I wrote it, it was about 2011, maybe 2012. And it has been such an inspiration, and I like to share it with you. It's called Overcoming the Fear of Success. You may wonder who on earth could be afraid of being successful. Many more than you can imagine. In my workshops, we find that most who thought they were not afraid really are. They soon find out that procrastination has become their best friend because of fear. Part of your healing process for success means that you will have to move past your doubts about yourself. When you have been put in position to stop believing in yourself, fear sets in and you find yourself living within your comfort zone. Moving out of that area has been a place that's very hard because of you've been in a box for so long. Fear of failure has been put in many of us since we were in our childhood. This too must be a daily challenge that you give yourself to succeed. While preparing your daily goal list, it is important to include things that you never accomplish and you are hesitant to do because of your fears. It is much easier to sit in a bad or stagnant place rather than to move ahead. In a place of complacency, you will find that there will be many others there to root you on. There are usually people who not only are satisfied because you joined them, but they are extremely happy to keep you there. So your feelings of non-support are valid. You will talk together about your goals and dreams. Your relationship is guaranteed to change after you leave the nest of do nothing to having as little as one goal achieved. Another benefit of the comfort zone is that in there, you can collect words of pity that are comforting where fear is around. When you succeed, not only do you forfeit those comforting words, but you have to step up to the plate as one that is doing something good and accomplishing his or her goals. That puts you on Front Street. People will recognize that you are doing something with your life and start to pay attention to you in a different manner. The very thought makes people sick to their stomach. Nevertheless, you have to suck it up and keep moving if you ever want to see positive success in your life. The fear of success has caused many throughout the years to ignore the call of greatness and move into the valley of mediocre. Success stories are built on what failed first. The key is understanding that you will fall and then get back up again. You are positioned for power when mistakes or pitfalls are in your life. Getting out is what makes you stand out and gain control of that particular circumstance. Be honest to yourself about the temporary failure. If it was you, change it. If it was someone else, change it. There are 1,000,001 reasons that your first plan may not work, but do not let it be that you are afraid to make a mark in your lifetime. It is also important to remember that walking the road of success does mean that your life will change. Those areas in your life that were set up for convenience and comfort will probably have to be given up. There are many men and women that I speak to that have to receive public assistance in some form. Many would tell you that when it became time to give up the help, they could not do it. There was fear that without it, they could not live. What they failed to see is that it was time to move on because their life had turned for the better. The same fears come into personal relationships. I will always remember a conversation I had with a young lady who told me she chose to be in emotional bondage with a man that abused her rather than to be with a good man that adored her. Her very statement was that it was easier to accept the underdog. To go with the professional, God-fearing man would mean that she would have to face her giants. She was not ready for that. What dreams of success do you have that are drowned out by fear? While setting my goals for my business this year, my accomplishments were made by facing the things that scared me the most. Moving in my fear made me a stronger person in my personal life than to others who were now looking to me for solutions. I am no longer afraid of success. I am afraid of not being successful. And let me say that again. Moving in my fear made me a stronger person, first in my personal life, then to others who are now looking to me for solutions. I am no longer afraid of success. I am afraid of not being successful. And let me say to you all, as Dr. Karen, that did not happen the year that I wrote this. It happened over a period of time. But I'm telling you, as I am speaking to you now, that it's a continual work. You can never stop. But what's important is that you just keep doing it. What Deion Sanders said is a quote that I love. Fear is an illusion. It's a choice you make to hold yourself back. Fear is an illusion. It's a choice you make to hold yourself back. Now, if you would like a copy of the article for yourself, I'd be happy to share it. Email me at secondchance@drkarenldonald.com. Second, the number 2, second, CHANCE, chance@drkarenldonald.com. I have that also in the description for this video. And you can also follow me on Instagram, if you would, at Dr. Karen L. Donald. Thank you so much. And until next time, remember, every day you live is a second chance at life.